Welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to tell you guys, we're going to get right into this. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what women do. And it's crazy. It makes no sense. But this is what they do. So these women out here today, first of all, they fantasize about particular men who have their shit together. And there's ones who's going to think of the world of you at first. They're going to think of the world of you. They're going to come in. They're going to act right. But once they start to get comfortable, once they start to get a little bit close, here comes the devaluation of men. Women actually despise strong, stable, successful men who are happy and content in life. I swear to God. They actually do. So there's women that's just going to hate you immediately. They're never going to deal with you. They'll ignore you. They won't deal with you. They don't even want to pretend like you exist because you're better than them. And they don't want that to be the narrative. But then there's the women who they think so much of you, they think highly of you, they come in at first, they're acting right, and all of a sudden, not that long in, they're slowly starting to become disrespectful. They're trying to control the whole dynamic. They're trying to get as much as they can out of you. They're trying to get money out of you. They're trying to do all this stuff. And this is when it gets bad. Women always try to dominate men, and it's bizarre. The shit that goes on today, bro, it makes no sense. Women claim to want these strong, powerful men and all this stuff. They want this high-value dude. They get this dude, and afterwards, they come in, and they start to try to tear this dude down. They try to control everything. They try to get as much as they can out of him. It's actually insane. And this is because women don't know their place. And for the women that say, oh, well, if you were strong, then you'd be able to, like, handle this or da-da-da-da. Here's the funny thing. If you go back at them, bro, if you try to put them in their place, if you try to tell them anything, they're just going to freak right out. Like, what do you want us to do? Do you want me to throw you through a wall? What do you want me to do? They have no clue what they're doing. Like, bro, they leave you with no choice. If you just sit there and take it, if you just sit there and let them be disrespectful, let them disrespect you, let them walk on you, then you're weak. If you fight back at them, if you go back at them, if you put them in their place, then you're messed up. If you threaten them, then you're crazy. Like, it's like, what do you do? These women, bro, strength has nothing to do with it, man. It has nothing to do with it. They have something to say no matter how you respond, no matter what you do. They just want to be the one that's above you. They want to be the one that's controlling you. This is a toxic, narcissistic woman that you should never be with. If you guys are with one, leave now because it's only going to get worse. Your cortisol levels are going to shoot through the fucking roof. You're going to be stressed. And it's going to end badly, bro. Bad. These women are troubled. These women are traumatized probably. They're damaged. They're out of their own minds, bye. They are out of this world. Toxic, abusive, crazy. You could be the strongest man on earth right in front of them. And they will find a way to get you down. They will find a way to nitpick you. They will find a way to do something. And like I said, if you just stand there stoic through all the mess that they're causing, they'll just continue on, continue on, continue on. They'll call you weak because you don't stand up to them. But if you stand up to them, you threaten them, you tell them, I will throw you through a wall right now. Now you're crazy. Now you're abusive. Now you're toxic and all this stuff. So it's like you can't win. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what do they want us to do? Throw them through a wall? We could do that. We could arrange that. They want to attack your manhood. They want to attack your masculinity. They will find ways, bro, to dig at you. They will find a way to dig at you. If there is a time in the bedroom where you went off a little quicker than you should have, they'll bring that up. They'll bring that up. They'll do something to attack you. They will do something to attack your masculinity. And it's incredible because we're all human beings. Imagine if we, as men, nitpicked at them like this, bro. We'd be the craziest people on planet Earth, wouldn't we? We'd be the most toxic, abusive men. We could borderline go to jail, boy, if they did the shit that we did to them. If they did that, like, if we did to them what they do to us, we could potentially go to jail. That's how bad they are, man. And they all seem good at first. They all seem normal at first. They're respectful, stuff like this. A little bit of time goes on and you start to see what they're doing, bro. They just want to be abusive. Like, that's what they want to do, bro. Women today, they just want to be abusive. They don't want to be a good woman. They don't want to treat you right. And it's like, I don't even care about being treated necessarily right. I don't need you to prove yourself. I don't need you to go above and beyond. Cook me 5-star dinners every day and clean the whole house and spit shine the fucking counters and everything else. I don't need you to go overly do too much. It's almost about what they don't do. If you could just not be abusive and start all this bullshit, that'd be great. Because I don't really care. In fact, if a woman tries too hard to prove herself, it's honestly a little bit weird. I'm not going to lie. I've had women like that before, where they're trying to like do too much and it's like something's off with it. Can you just be normal for once in your lives? That'd be fine. I don't know, man. I don't know. Bottom line is, women are crazy, bro. We know this. They're crazy. And you don't grasp this until you're an adult. You don't know how crazy they actually are when you're all teenagers in school together, even in high school. You don't really know how crazy they are just yet. Just yet. You fully grasp it by the time you're about 20, 21. That's if you have experience. If you have never experienced women at all, you're still not going to know. But most guys at about 20, 21, some guys a little bit younger, some just a tiny bit older, they start to realize it around that age. And I have. By 21, bro, I was like, this is insane. And I've experienced crazy stuff far before 21. I just had to experience it with a handful of different girls to really be like, man, this is fucked up. Like, I can't even do this anymore. I can't even date y'all anymore. This is actually nuts. I don't know. So you focus on yourself. You go on in life. You become successful. And you realize that is not the end-all be-all at all. In fact, it never had anything to do with you. You were always good enough. There's times, bro, narcissistic women will have you questioning if you're good enough. That's when you're young. If you learn young, you learn early, you're going to grasp female nature. You're going to grasp the reality of what is going on. So once you become successful, you might have a bit of status, probably popular, well-liked, successful in all areas. you will grow to realize that these women actually despise you for everything you are and everything they are not. When you're actually a strong man with boundaries, there's not many women you can end up with, bro. Most of these girls running around out here today, I'm telling you right now, they are not fit to be with you. They are not fit to be with you, bro. They are not. They're not. I swear, bro. I promise you that with everything inside of myself. Most women are not fit to be with most men today. I have seen enough. They are not. I swear they're not. They're always doing something that's bad. Whether you're with them actually, but they're doing other stuff with other people, they're talking to different dudes, they're kind of cheating, they're micro cheating, whatever. It's either that, or they already have a 304 past, or if you're actually with one, then they're abusive. Then they pull off all the stuff that I've already explained. They try to emasculate you and make you weak and make you the lower person involved in the relationship, but that's going to make you a doormat. Now she's going to have a weak, emasculated man. She's not going to have a man. And you know what's funny? If you let this happen, if you let her manipulate you, if you let her be toxic and abusive and you just don't do nothing and you just let time keep going on, she's going to start to nitpick you. Oh, you're weak and all this stuff. And she's going to really, really take you down. But if you go back at her, if you challenge her, if you tell her things and the truth, then you're toxic, you're abusive. Or she's going to leave you, bro, because you're challenging her. I'm the type of guy, bro, I will bring out the truth in every single woman I am with, and I always have. I bring what's real out of them. Because I'm challenging them, bro. It happened in my last relationship. And what do? They project. Oh, I wasn't like this before this relationship. They try to make it seem like it's your fault and you made them that way. And it's completely insane. Whole time, you be spoiling these bitches, bro. You be treating them really good. And they're toxic and abusive towards you. And bro, it's actually insane. They start all their shenanigans. They were the cutest woman on earth at first, and now all the shenanigans start. And they blame you for what they're doing to you. They blame you. They literally blame you. And you're like, what did I even do? They have something to say to that. They have something to say about everything. And it's all bullshit. They are the problem. They are toxic. They become very abusive. And they try to knock you off your square. They don't want you strong and stoic, bro. They all claim to want this big, bad wolf, strong man. Who's stoic and alpha and all this bullshit. They act all sweet at first. They get in and then they start to fucking stab you, bro. And blame you. I wasn't like this before the relationship. I wasn't like this before the relationship. It's just insane. You are cooked in your head, my dear. You're cooked. Anything else? There's no reasoning with them. There is no reasoning with them at all. You don't raise your voice at them once. You're very patient with them. And they just abuse the hell out of you, bro. That's all they do. And blame you for what they're doing. They blame you for their craziness. You know what's hilarious? I would never do that. I would never do such a thing. But they would. I don't know what drives them to do this, bro. I don't know. They get in their own heads. They get all emotional. They start going nuts. And you're just like, what is even happening right now? Why does this have to happen right now? And they start getting into something else and da-da-da-da-da-da. You just can't win with them. And if you can't win with them, why be with them? I'm looking to win. You know what's hilarious too? The last person I was with, and I'm just using this as an example. They're irrelevant. It doesn't matter. But I would say things like, you just can't win. I just can't win. I just can't win with you. Like I would start to say things like that after they would push me to a certain point. And they would be like, oh, well, why does it always have to do with winning and losing and all this stuff? It's like, why would we not be winning? Why are we together if we're not winning together? Why are we losing? What do you mean? Why does this come down to winning and losing? Why does it have to be like that? Why do you have to be like that? Why can't we win together? Why can't we grow together? Why can't we do this the right way? Because they can't. You can, but they can't. Bro, imagine if we did to them what they do to us. Could you imagine how bad that would be? And they blame us, bro. They blame us for the way they treat us. They send themselves to an insane room. They send themselves to damn hospitals, bro. And they blame you. It's like, if I'm in that position, there's nothing you could do to me to make me act the way you act. You could do whatever you want to me. I would not do what you're doing to me right now. I would not be doing that to you. No matter what you've done to me, I wouldn't treat you like that. That's the crazy part. They always blame, bro. They always blame you for what they do to you. But whatever you done to me, I wouldn't do that to you still. But you would. So now what are you going to say? They have nothing to say after that. They want to blame you for sending themselves to these psychiatric hospitals. They want to blame you for giving them anxiety. They want to blame you for giving them this. You already had all that. You already had all those issues. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. You couldn't do that to me. You couldn't send me to a hospital to put me on meds. In fact, women abuse the hell out of me. Or have. You never sent me to a hospital. From all the bad you've done to me, you still didn't send me to a hospital. You sent your damn self to a hospital. You were already like that. But no, they blame you, bro. And this doesn't have to just do with my situation. It has to do with all women, bro. It has to do with all women. They do this shit, bro. And it's insane. Yous are nuts. It's some people make relationships look so easy. There's men and women together, bro. They make it look so easy. They're vibing together, bro. They're winning together. That's the goal. That's the goal. If we can't win, why are we together? I have to win. This is me, Ferris Jones Jr. I have to win. That's all I ever do and think about. I'm a competitor. I push myself in life. I dedicate myself. Women all claim to want winners. Women all claim to want that kind of a guy. And they get in, bro, and they just try to drag you down. They don't want to win with you. You know why? Because they are losers. The thing is, you don't know they're a loser at first because they don't act that way. That's why a lot of relationships with women don't last, because they say what you want to hear. They tell you what you want to hear to get in. They act a certain way because they know you'll like that. They know you would like that version of them, but then they change. Because they're not that. They're actually losers. And you can't be with one. If you're a winner, you can't be with a loser. You got to be with a woman who's willing to grow, who's going to do the work. That's what this is going to come down to, bro. And how many women are actually about that life today? Almost none. They all claim, bro, even on dating apps, bro. You might see some pretty girls on there sometimes and stuff and get tons of matches from them and stuff. They're losers, bro. I swear to God. And this is a video I could elaborate more on, for sure. I probably will do that after this one, actually. But there's something wrong with them, bro. There's obviously something wrong with them. And there's nothing you can do with a woman like that. Nothing you can do. You're going to see potential in some of them. But if they're messed up, they're messed up. They're losers. They don't belong with you. They want this really good man. They tell themselves this. They go after those guys. Y'all can't keep one. Y'all can't keep one, bro. Because something's wrong with you. You're going to drag him down to the mud just with you. Get yourself together. Stop blaming everybody else. I'm sick of it, man. I am sick and tired of these women. It is crazy. But anyways, yeah, that is the video. You guys got to be careful out there. I'm obviously careful, and, you know, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They try to make men weak and emasculate men to make themselves feel better and more powerful. They tell themselves they want a successful guy and all this stuff. They get him and they pull this kind of shit. And then they have this simp for a boyfriend after the really alpha dude that's successful, and they're madly in love with this little simpy guy that can control him and stuff, and all of a sudden they break up with him. They're not meant for nobody, bro. These kinds of women are not meant for anybody. Not for a high-value dude who's successful. Not for a simp. They're not meant for nobody. You know what they're meant to do? To get their shit together. Get your shit together. Before you go on and date, get your stuff together. Stop using men in the process. Wake up. Sick of it. But anyways, that's the video. Stay safe out there, guys. If you guys want to book a one-on-one session with me, my number is in the description box below. You just can give me a text. You can go through my website, through my email, Instagram. There's lots of ways to do it. Description box only. I'll see you guys in the next. God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.